Well, good morning everyone, and welcome back to another week of Nexus grain market updates. Let's get right to the markets at the moment. It is Tuesday morning, April 15, 10:23 a.m. Price of corn across the company right now is $4.59 to $4.66, depending on the railroad railhead that we're standing on with a particular elevator. New crop corn $4.25. As that stands right now, $4.66 locally. That puts us up about 12 cents per bushel on the week from this time last week. New crop puts us up about 16 cents per bushel from this time last week. Soybeans, another strong market on the week at least. We're off 6 cents at the very moment. Soybeans $9.80 to $9.87 across the company. Again, that compares to last week, puts us up right now about 47 cents for a bushel of old crop soybeans. New crop soybeans, $9.56 to $9.64 across the company. That squarely puts us up around 47 cents from this time last week. So again, this is somewhat the opposite of what you would believe listening to the popular media these days, but the grain markets are indeed strong. I'm going to get into that in a little bit, why I believe that the grain markets are being supported, but just a little more background right now. We are in crop progress report season. Every Monday we are going to hear going forward over the next several weeks percent planted, percent emerged, and percent of our corn and soybean crop in the poor to excellent category. Something to really benchmark. It's a good gauge to determine how our balance sheet's really going to play out for the production year. A little more background into the markets right now. Today we are going to see a publication of the National Oilseed Processors Association, their March soybean crush number that will be announced very shortly this morning. As far as the average guess, 197.6 million bushels on the month of March. That's the average estimate right now. We'll see how that plays out. 2 weeks after that, the National Ag Statistics Service puts their number out, and I like to reconcile those two. As things are standing right now, domestic consumption of corn is very strong for both the ethanol usage and the food and feed usage. Corn is very strong. Likewise, even stronger domestically is the domestic consumption for soybeans. So our domestic markets, not one bit worried about those. Our export markets have somewhat have the tone of being threatened. The real numbers are very counterintuitive to that, and I'm going to touch on that probably in a little more detail in a bit. The outside markets today are really worth mentioning. I did some digging into this. The U.S. dollar index peaked on the 13th of January of this year. It's pretty well made a steady decline since then, and with that we've watched our corn market. It's supported our corn market very well. As most of us know, a weak dollar is good for the U.S. corn producer, provides our foreign buyers with a lower cost mechanism to purchase our grains with. So weak dollar, good for the market, or good for the producer. The export inspections, I want to get into that. I'm going to start with the export sales report. I talk about that quite a bit on the weeklies, and this week is really no exception. The export sales report came out on the 10th. Our numbers are still looking pretty good. The current number is somewhere in the middle of the trade range as far as sales for corn. Soy's somewhere near the bottom of that. Mind you, we are getting close to the end of our export season as far as putting new sales on. That's not particularly too dramatic. One of the things I want to point out to the viewers today is that of our top 4 corn buying nations, excuse me, the top 10 rather, of the top 10, everyone in every case is greater than it was last year at this time. We're up about 4% on average versus a year ago. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that is very significant considering maybe some of the political headwinds we're facing. Soybeans also very strong. They're not making any records versus last year. Our soybean numbers that we're seeing right now in the top, at least the top 5. Top 5 are outpacing last year by about 11%. As we trickle down into the deck, that does get somewhat more diluted. And the corn is absolutely staggering. The top 5 customers, foreign corn buyers, are outpacing last year by 30%, 345 million bushels. So, as has been said for literally months on end, what's really going on here? Are we front-loading our deck, or are we seeing actual more demand out there than what had been predicted? As things stand right now, we're 8% ahead of pace with our corn exports, 4% ahead for soybeans. I believe that we're going to finish the year strong. We have 20 weeks remaining in our export season, so we have a little ways to go. Yeah, we have 20 weeks remaining. This typically is the piece of the season where things start to slow down. We are obviously in planting season right now. We're just getting kicked off with that. The 6 to 10 and the 8 to 14 day forecast look very favorable for getting our upper Midwest corn and soybeans planted. As things stand right now across the Nexus community, we're less than 5%. That doesn't really surprise me too much. I do want to also convey to the group today that as a company we have opened up a free price later contract, PLC, across all of our elevators. Haul it in now and get ahead of some of that warm weather that nobody really likes to get into these bins and vac and sweep these things out in the particularly hot weather. It's good for that. We do have adequate room to accept the stocks that are out in the country that are going to be headed our way. So we have opened that up. As far as going forward, the new WASDE year that kicks off May 12. So we're about 30 days out on that. So we'll see how that shapes up. But as things are standing right now, excuse me, we're still looking at a corn carryout somewhere north of 1.4 billion bushels of corn and about 375 million bushels of soybeans. So certainly adequate supplies to carry our market, but nonetheless, as that number has continued to fall over the course of our consumption season, I'm talking corn this time, translates into a lesser carry-in for next year, which again starts on the 12th of May. And right now, some of the analysts are penciling in somewhere north of a 2 billion bushel carry-out a year from this fall. So that is the first I've gone out on a limb and came out with a number on that. Other than that, that's really about it. I do want to thank you as a representative of Nexus. I do want to thank you for all of your past and present business. Remind you that not only are we in the grain business, we are a full-service agronomy company, petroleum company, feed and lumber. So if there's anything any one of us can do for you, I urge you to reach out to us and have a safe planting season. Thank you.